All right, so I think the stream thingamabob thing is ready to go though. So hello everybody, Megazord Extra back at it again to give you another very exciting video. And yes, this is the first time in a very long time that I've been able to actually create a video, whether it be upload or would it be in a stream. And I'm like, oh shoot, it is about time. Now I do sincerely apologize to everybody for being gone all this time. The reason why I was gone was because my laptop just decided this to up and die on me. I mentioned that within like my little update video that I made though, but oh shoot, I just my gosh. I mean, I don't know why it just happened to do that at the most inconvenient time though. But I was like, dang it, kind of threw all my plans in the loop. I had some anime reviews ready to go. I had some video game topics that I've been currently thinking about in my head, and I still have not yet, been able to make those videos because of the hiatus, though. But goodness, well, anyway, it just feels good to be back. I just love this brand new computer, and it even allows me to be able to edit my videos a whole lot faster. Because I think in the past, I think when I rendered a video, it would take maybe double the length of whatever I'm rendering. It took double the length in time to render it. And now I think it does at a fraction of time. Like if it takes 6 minutes, if it's a 6 minute video, it's probably rendering in 5 minutes. So I'm like, that's a drastic difference right there though. So I was like, oh shoot, I definitely love that in terms of that though. But other than that, my week's been going pretty okay. I've just been busy with work and such. Really looking forward to like a little 4 day weekend I have coming up. I think leaving out of town on Friday and whatnot though. So hopefully I get a lot of these videos kind of planned, kind of scripted out and dropped. So that way, even though I'll be gone for like a gap of 4 days, it won't feel like you're kind of missing any content though. So a lot of stuff planned for the channel. I actually ordered an Elgato as well, so I know on this new computer I can actually be able to stream some games. So hopefully, in the absence of there not being a Marvel MCU reviews, since now we're done with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, maybe some Saturday nights I might just be able to just do some random old streams on whatever kind of games. It could be something on Splatoon, it could be Smash Brothers, etc. Though I'm looking forward to possibly doing that here in the decent future, and as well as with me being able to record some footage on games, then that will probably help me be able to make certain types of videos a little bit easier as well, though. So I'm really looking forward to that as well, though. So a lot of good things planned out for the channel, upcoming into the summer months as we get a little bit closer to E3. Because oh shoot, there's some things to say about E3, and I'll probably say a few things about it here tonight, though. But as we get closer, there's going to be a lot more discussions along with some of my buddies, though. Now, in terms of this podcast tonight, this is going to be primarily me. I think Alexis might be able to join in as well. I wanted to get my good bro over here, Sonic U in though, but unfortunately it seems like he has to work again though. Man, these night shifts aren't doing him any favors though. So maybe someday I'll get him back on the podcast as well though. But in the meantime though, it's just predominantly me with Alexis. Sometimes Mario kind of tag teaming with me though. So yeah, so I got quite a bit of list of topics to hear to talk about tonight though. So it should be a good one though, and quite a bit of stuff to catch up on since I've been out of the loop and not have been able to do my podcast series as well though. So the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is we had a brand new trailer for Space Jam: A New Legacy. We know the original Space Jam featured Michael Jordan. This one's supposed to feature LeBron James. And when I looked at this trailer, I was like, you know what? I'm sort of kind of digging what's throwing down though, but at the same time, it sort of kind of threw me off because I was like, at first, I was thinking it was going to be in the traditional sense of like with the original Space Jam, you have Michael Jordan basically, him as a normal, but in terms of anything after that, I mean, you rarely ever got anything else in terms of him being animated. But it seems like LeBron James was actually being animated within this thing. And I think I had somebody else just recently popped up in here though. Is that you, Alexis?
Yeah, I mean, if you heard Taco Truck screaming though,
No, I had him muted before I heard y'all I heard him screaming in the background, but I didn't have my
yeah, it's kind of
OBS
man.
settings turned on to hear the volume yet. So they missed all of that, thank goodness. I was like, what the heck is going on over there? I was like, what the heck? Oh, but shoot.
Bruh.
But yeah, I was just talking about this new space. I know you're not a fan of Space Jam. I don't think you are though, but I was looking at the Space Jam 2 trailer, and man. Oh shoot. I'm really digging it, but at the same time, the little bit of animated spots where it showed LeBron being animated and stuff, that kind of threw me out of whack. I was like, wait, what the heck? Like that's not the traditional formula of what happened within the first Space Jam. But then towards the very end of the trailer, it was kind of cool seeing all of these other different movie characters that were sort of kind of being incorporated within this movie. So I think it has a lot of potential, but I feel like that little moment might be towards the very end once they're about to do this basketball tournament, though. So a lot of good things, a lot of good promising things, at least for me, that I'm really looking forward to with this movie, though. But I'm just kind of crossing my fingers, hoping that it's good. I don't think it's going to live up to the hype of the first Space Jam. I don't think anything is going to top that, but I want to see how close this one could potentially get. But I don't think you had anything to say about this, did you, Alexis?
I don't know. I don't really.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. But that's basically all I had to say on Space Jam: The New Legacy. Now, this other second topic. Oh shoot, man! I really wish I had my bro over here, Sonic Q, because Sonic Q, I know he likes himself some Godzilla. Me personally, I like myself some Kong. I watched the movie. It was great. It was fantastic. My boy King Kong had a lot of development. I felt like he had more development in this movie than even Godzilla. Like Godzilla is Godzilla. Like he's gonna do whatever he wants to do. But at least with King Kong, with him being an ape, kind of closer, the closest thing to probably being a human. He just has some little nice, little touching moments with the little girl that he kind of liked to protect throughout the whole entire movie. Though the fight scenes were pretty cool. Did pay some little homage, little moments. If you watch the old school Godzilla versus Kong, which I know our boy over Hacks, I know he was able to he was able to identify that out pretty quick though, and I was like, oh shoot, I got to tell him about that though. But honestly, I wasn't expecting nothing crazy out of this movie, but at the same time, it was just a nice, good watch. Don't expect no crazy types of plots, and it always kind of chats my hive whenever I see any kind of reviewer out there, like the traditional big reviewers, and they were like, not enough talking, just ape versus a lizard over here, just fighting over here, not a lot of plot development. I'm like, what? No, like it's literally Godzilla versus Kong. Like I really don't understand this. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. But to me, it was a really good movie. If you hadn't already seen it, well, it's out off of HBO Max. So I think you have to actually either, I don't know if it's still in the movie theaters right now, or you probably will have to actually wait until it comes out on DVD though. But that's basically all I have to say about it. I probably would have more if I had Sonic Q on here though. I don't know. Maybe whenever he pops back up in here, we'll hear his thoughts though. But that's all I have to say on it though. But Alexis, I don't even think you watched this movie, did you?
No.
That's why I thought. Yeah, or Hacks. I'm surprised Hacks wasn't able to make it here too. He probably would have had some stuff to say about this too, but he ain't here as well,
I don't think he's seen it either because he was gonna stream it on Discord and then he died.
bro. Well, shoot. I'm surprised he hadn't seen it yet. As much as he likes those kind of things. I don't know. It's kind of crazy though. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. And then there's one other last pop culture segment I got to talk about, and that's the Mortal Kombat movie. Movie after movie after movie trailers right over here, or movies themselves. But I watched this one. I did watch it on the day that it released on HBO Max, and I gotta say, it was a pretty cool movie. I was like, I know a little bit of things about Mortal Kombat, a little bit of Scorpion over here, a little bit of Sub Zero over there, though. But I'm not nearly caught up in terms of the lore and all that stuff and the story and stuff as what many other people that might have watched this movie that probably grew up playing Mortal Kombat a whole bunch. I played some Mortal Kombat here and there with my cousin or on the old N64 back in the day though, but I mean, shoot, but Scorpio was my boy and Sub Zero was also my boy, and to see those two kind of go at each other in this movie though, it was pretty sick. I mean, they had the brutalities and all that stuff. It was some really nice little stuff that they were doing up in here though. The fight sequences were pretty cool though. I mean, the plot it was good and it wasn't over the top where it didn't kind of lose me. I mean, I'm not a newcomer in Mortal Kombat or anything though, but I definitely had to take like a refresher and it started slowly kind of coming back to me when I was watching this movie though. But do you plan on watching this movie, Alexis?
I don't know. I think I might watch it with Hex.
Yeah, I would recommend watching it. It's a good watch. I mean, it's a good watch. I know it has to absolutely beat the first Mortal Kombat movie. That old one that happened way back, was it the 90s or the 80s or something like that though? It was definitely way better than that. But I would recommend it. If you're just a video game fan in general, I think you're gonna get a good kick out of it. It definitely helps more so if you know more about Mortal Kombat. You're definitely gonna get more out of it if you know things about Mortal Kombat. Then, so to say, you just absolutely didn't know anything. I feel like a lot of stuff would kind of fly over your head though. But yeah, it was a pretty good film. I definitely recommend it. I won't say no more than that, so that way nobody else kind of gets spoiled. Than that though. Well, Sonic Q over here in the chat says still can't beat old Mortal Kombat movie. I highly doubt you probably even watched that movie, man. I don't know what you're talking about over there, man, but I don't know. I hadn't watched the old one though, but I think I saw clips of the old one. I'm like, I wasn't really digging it though. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say on Mortal Kombat though, and that pretty much does it in terms of all the pop culture segment topics that I have in here. But then we're gonna go ahead and transition into the gaming topics over here though. So let me go ahead and slide on over here. So the first thing we have to talk about is E3 is back. E3 is freaking back. After this long
No, it
hole
ain't.
in time, you say no, it ain't though. I literally thought it wasn't coming back, Alexis. I thought the same thing too. But then they said Nintendo's coming back with this one. I was like, shoot, forget about everybody else. Nintendo comes back, then shoot, E3's back. I don't care what anybody else in their mama say. E3 is back because Nintendo is back. I think Square Enix is coming over here. I think Capcom is coming over here. And a couple other ones. Sony kind of whacked, and you know what? They like doing their own thing. Microsoft is back over here. So a lot of different companies coming back. Even Ubisoft, I believe. So it seems like with E3, they're going to be doing a digital kind of presentation. So it really doesn't change in terms of how we watch E3, but in terms of how the press go and actually watch E3 themselves, they're the ones where it's going to feel a little bit different. My big hope would be is since everybody has to be at home watching this, it would be really nice if they were able to actually showcase off some demos, whether it be through Steam or through, like the Switch or the Xbox or whatever, though, for certain kind of games, if we can actually play them at home. That would be the dream for me, though. But yeah, it's a pretty short, simple, sweet little story right here. E3 is back. You got anything to say about that, Alexis?
If they don't show off Breath of the Wild 2, I'm gonna be triggered.
Oh shoot, that can
Been
bring in a
waiting.
whole nother topic. Now with Breath of the Wild 2, I will say this. I feel like if we were ever gonna see more information on it, it has to be at E3. It has to be at E3. That would be the prime time that you can be able to show anything with Breath of the Wild 2. Now I know some other people are thinking, what about Bayonetta 3 or what about Metroid Prime 4? I would say the same thing with those two games as well, because I am looking forward to Metro Prime 4. Man, it's been like 4 long years since we got something on that though. But yes, shoot, if we're ever gonna get anything, it definitely will have to be at E3 though. Oh goodness. And then Sonic is over here saying they better show Resident Evil 4 remake, Monster Hunter Rise expansion, Dragon Quest 12 at E3. Those are his big three. I would definitely say with Resident Evil 4 remake, ooh, I'm curious how the internet will actually react to that because we did get Resident Evil 4 VR, I think, confirmed, and that's apparently a thing though. But it'll be really cool to see how their approach will be for Resident Evil 4, the remake, because a lot of people honestly would say that game is really good. It honestly could just use some extra HD stuff and probably be just fine the way it is like that. But I don't think a lot of people expect them to kind of touch it because if they touch it, they might mess it up. I don't know. That's just what I feel like the internet would react with. And Monster Hunter Rise, I
Yeah.
feel like they are going to keep updating that. And Dragon Quest 12 will be really nice, but I know it wouldn't be coming out anytime soon.
Where's
But
Metro Prime Trilogy?
oh, Metro Prime Trilogy, that would have to happen literally whatever the like. Let's say if Metro Prime 4 comes out in November of whatever year, it could be 2021, 2022. I mean, 2021 this year, 2022, 2023, whatever. I feel like Metroid Prime trilogy will have to happen in the same year right before Metroid Prime 4 releases. So like I can imagine a Metroid Prime trilogy dropping out September if the game turned around and dropped in November. I don't know. That's just my gut feeling on that though. But I feel like it's gonna happen. They're just kind of waiting on it to kind of keep it relevant. At least this is how I feel.
Where's Glover 2?
I don't know about no Glover 2, man, and that kind of sounds a little whack to me.
I don't know. You're
I
pretty whack, man.
I like how
Talking
you
about the
always keep
game.
talking about Glover, but I honestly have never played Glover. I keep seeing you keep talking about Glover. I don't know. Maybe some point I might play it. Like let's say if it just drop on an N64 on launch or something, I will. Well, what are you about to say?
How do you feel knowing that Gex outsold Persona?
Wait, say that again. What sold out Persona?
Gex.
Bruh. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know. Atlas with their weird business decisions, man. That's probably why. I mean, I feel like Persona could actually be selling a whole lot better. They put it multi-plat, but I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of what all I have to say on the whole E3 is coming back. But oh shoot, I'm just ready. I just need E3 back in some shape, form, or fashion. I kind of missed it last year.
Fan.
All right, and then moving on to the next topic, Nintendo actually dropped out Pac-Man 99. Pac-Man 99. I'm like, what the freak, Nintendo? Like, literally, I think it wasn't even a week. I think it might have been 4 days after the death of Super Mario 35. They dropped out the Pac-Man 99. I was like, oh shoot. So this is the newest edition with the online. So you have this and you also have Tetris 99 running at the same time. And also I've been having a blast with Pac-Man 99. It's definitely easier than Tetris 99 by far. I think I have like maybe 6 or 7 pack ones. Like if I sit down and if I'm really focused, I can get a pack one within like 3 to 4 tries in just like one little quick session. I do like how fast the matches also go along with the Pac-Man 99. A lot faster matches than Tetris 99. But yeah, that's just how I feel on it. The themes and stuff, they actually managed to get me to pay for all that DLC. Like I almost bought all of it, except for I didn't buy all the things. I just bought like the cheapest DLC where I was able to unlock all the modes. And on that, I also got the Galaga theme along with the Dig Dug theme or yeah, Dig Dug. Yeah, Dig Dug. Yeah, those two were the main ones I got, and those two were the best themes on there. And I just kind of juggle between those two and the original one, though. But yeah, I've been having a blast with this one. Have you been playing this, Alexis, or no? I don't think I saw you on there, but
No,
I don't
I
know
haven't even
why you're.
downloaded Tetris 99.
See now that's your issue right there. You hadn't even downloaded Tetris 99, man. These games are free, man. What the freak,
I don't download them because I know I'm not gonna play them.
bruh? Have you ever played Pac-Man growing up, man?
Yes, I play Pac-Man. I mean, it's just Pac-Man. I don't like
Man,
nowadays. I'm not gonna play Pac-Man.
bruh, this is it's a good way to bring you back into Pac-Man, man. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had more experience playing Pac-Man than I did with Tetris growing up. Maybe that's why I'm just able to win these games a little bit easier, though. And that's just me, though. So yeah, so I really did like how they added something new. It's about time we get something added to the online servers. Now, next month, please give us some more SNES games, please, man. I know you ain't gonna give us Earthbound, but that's a wish or something. I don't know. I really just want N64 games at this point, but I know they ain't gonna give it to us, man. Think about it, N64 Mario Kart, man, 4 players, man. Come on, just give it to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of Pac-Man 99 and what I wanted to talk about on that one, though. Now this next one, though, oh shoot. Apparently, according to an alert or according to a rumor, Sonic Colors is apparently getting an HD or like an HD remaster of some kind of sorts brought over to all modern consoles. That's the rumor on the street. And man, I gotta say, you know what? Sonic Colors is one of those better games in terms of the Sonic games that I personally played. That's actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty good. So I'm like, oh shoot, they honestly really did need to they really need to do this because I think, I, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Sonic Colors was only tied to the Wii, and that's the only way how you can kind of get it, which kind of makes sense why they will probably would try to get this remastered and brought over to a different console as well. Now I know Sonic you over here, like Sonic Colors sleeping. I know, man. Sonic Unleashed is kind of more my game though, but Sonic Colors still has some good level designs, a lot better than some other games that I ain't gonna even talk about or mention on this channel though. But yes, Sonic Colors definitely beats out a lot of different other games though, and I'm kind of looking forward to this. I kind of want to see this. I know a lot of people have been kind of upset with the whole Sonic 30th anniversary announcements that's supposed to happen last year, which I'm like, well, COVID and everything though, so they just kind of got all those announcements on hiatus though. But you got anything to say about this, Alexis, on Sonic Colors? Anything you're looking forward to, or are you just kind of like, hmm?
played it, so I don't know.
Dang. Well, you never played this game, bruh. You need to play this
Here's
game,
the
man.
thing with Sonic, man. I've only played Sonic Adventure Battle 2, and Sonic 3D Blast, and holy shit, was that one bad?
Bro, I think you were playing some of the wrong. Well, two of them were, good. That last one, I can't really vouch on that one though. But for me, I played was it Sonic Advance 3, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, Mania, Sonic 1. Think I feel like I was missing another one. Oh, and then Sonic Forces. I think those are so out of all of those, I think the lowest tier one I played was probably Sonic Forces though. But outside of that one pick, I felt like I had a pretty good track record with playing some of the better Sonic games out there though. And Sonic U's over here saying why don't they remaster Sonic Adventures? I feel like Sonic Adventures definitely needs it. Like if you go back and look at how crazy Sonic's jaws and everything, like that honestly really does need to happen, and that will get me to go back and play Sonic Adventures 1 because I never went through and played it. I saw a little bit of footage here and there though, but that game definitely could use a remake. Whole freaking shoot. So yes, but yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah, but I don't know when they're gonna come out with all of these different announcements that they had planned out. Or I feel like they might have announced some of them, like that Sonic card game that they recently announced. I feel like that was something that might have been an announcement right there though, but I don't know. That's just kind of that was just probably like a smaller announcement though. But I feel like they're slowly trickling. They're gonna probably slowly trickle these out, and they're not gonna officially come out with a big bang saying we got these for every month now. So Sonic fans might be a little upset though, but at least you're getting a game that might be coming out. Might, just might. Anything else to say about this?
Um, when are they making Sonic Riders?
Ooh, Sonic Riders though. I had never played any of the Sonic Riders though, but based upon everything what Hax has been saying to us, it seems pretty interesting. I feel like Sonic Riders probably has a lot more potential than even like a Sonic Team Racing does. So I'll be kind of curious to see that though. I'll be curious. I'll be down to play one of those kind of games.
Or-
But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it in terms of the Sonic Colors rumor right here though. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one though. So next we have up on the list Neo, the world ends with you. I know this ain't your cup of tea, man, but this is my cup of tea, Alexis,
Oh,
though. Oh shoot, they gave us that brand new trailer though, and they got the showcase of all the different voice actors that are playing the different characters we have over here though. I really did love the heck out of that trailer. We got like three different tracks in terms of the music, which are somewhere up on some kind of YouTube channel. I saw it out there somewhere. I maybe oh shoot. I can't remember exactly what was the name of the YouTube channel though, but I'm pretty sure if you just kind of surf around the web on YouTube, you can pull up those three different tracks that are out there for Neo the World Ends with You though. And gosh, the music soundtrack already sounds pretty good to me though. I like the little twist up in it though. And apparently, in terms of the story, it seems like it's gonna be building off of that last additional day that was in the World Ends with You final remix. So I personally hadn't played that last little bit. I played the game. I own the World Ends with You on the Switch, but I hadn't done that last day part segment. So either I'm gonna have to find a way just just to go ahead and just sit down and either play that extra little bit, or I'm gonna have to watch like a little YouTube thing off to the side just so I can kind of get caught up and refresh with that. Because that new girl that was focused on that new day is gonna have a big emphasis in what's gonna be this whole entire new story for this second game though. So I am really curious about this, and even the people that are making this game really also I saw somewhere on Twitter where they mentioned that they would like to have this game be just as big as a Kingdom Hearts or a Final Fantasy series, which I'm like, to me, I'm like, yes, bring it, because I really do love the whole entire world and the atmosphere that the world ends with you offers. So I would really like that to be really big, but I don't know how big this franchise will be. I mean, it's coming out of like almost a 10-year hiatus though, so I'm like, well, we'll see how it does, but hopefully it does really good. I'm really looking forward to this game, and it does come out. on July the 27th, if I remember that date right. Basically, at the very end of July, the game comes out on on a Tuesday. So yeah, so that's when that game comes out. I'm really looking forward to it though. I know you don't have anything to personally say on it though. I know Mario would have if he would have been here on this podcast though. But yes, oh shoot, but oh shoot, I'm just ready. Just give me this game. Just give me this game. But that's basically all I have to say on that one though. Now next, oh shoot, I know this is gonna upset some fans though. But you know, PlayStation's gonna be PlayStation. They're gonna want to do what they want to do. They like the money, and they're always gonna go where the money goes. And apparently, according to a Bloomberg report, the Last of Us is getting a remake on the PS5. This game is barely shoot. Is this game barely even like 10 years old, man? Like what the heck? I'm like, oh, shoot.
Why? Why?
I
They're
don't even
releasing
know
live
why.
from
I don't even know why, man. Because this game is barely the age of what other games that might possibly come out that normally get the traditional remakes. I mean, shoot, there was like there was like a remaster on the PS4 that basically
yeah.
you remastered, you know, just cleaned it up, polished it, made it look really good on the PS4. And one console later, they're already remaking the first game. After, you know, the second game did, you know, moderately well. I mean, some people like it, some people don't. It really kind of comes down to your story preference and whatnot, though. But this is kind of crazy. Why in the why I just don't even know. And the thing that stings even more with this is the fact of the matter that oh Sonic sent me something in my DMs. I'll check that out here in a bit though. But the one thing that really bugs me with this is Sony also mentioned and said that hey, they're gonna focus more so on the triple A titles. So some of those ones that might have been like a double A or whatever, or might even been a little bit lower. Those type of games from Sony and their IPs, they're not even gonna focus on nearly as much, which is kind of disappointing to me. And I was like, wait, you really only gonna just focus on your big triple A's and nothing else? I'm like, gosh dang, like I really don't even understand this though. Man, I just really don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Oh, I just don't know, man. Why in the world are they doing this though? And I know that upset quite a bit of their fans, and you know, I mean, Sony's just trying to get the big money in right now. I just don't know why, but apparently they're remaking the first game, and they're gonna have a big focus on AAA games coming this for you know this point moving onward though. So it even kind of made me kind of scratch my head a little bit because they even asked like their studio that works in Japan and saying, you know what, we're going to focus more so towards appealing the Western audience, which is sort of kind of alienating, you know, your Eastern audience over there in Japan, which kind of makes me scratch my head a little bit more though too. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. The PlayStation might hit a little rough spot within this generation. I feel like they will. I mean, they'll do fairly all right, but maybe not as good as the PlayStation 4. I just have a feeling. This is a gut check feeling. I don't know about you, Alexis, but that's just how I feel.
I mean, the way that there's still no PS5s. I mean,
I mean,
only
yeah,
for the game.
yeah, because I'm like, they can't even keep their stock up. I mean, blame part of it, you know, due to the virus and everything, though. But still, it's kind of crazy. I mean, shoot, they even sold more PlayStation 5s than what the PlayStation 4 did within, like, it took I think I can't remember what the number is right now in terms of how many PlayStation 5s they sold, but the amount that they sold currently for the PS5 is basically what it took the PS4 to sell in a whole year. Yet I think they did it within almost a span of 6 months. They're about running about double the speed of what the PS4 was selling, at least currently at the moment though. So that is crazy. And think how many more they possibly could have sold if their stock was, you know, here and on point though. But yeah, oh shoot. But yeah, Sony's gonna be Sony. Kind of a little bit some weird upsetting news right there though, but yeah, oh shoot. But that's basically all
Right.
I gotta say on that Sony stuff, unless you had anything else to add on there.
Nah, it's just Sony being Sony. Well, I didn't even know they were doing the remaster. I saw people
Wait, say that again, Alexis. You saw people what? All right, I think I might have partially lost him here for a second though, but yeah, I guess he was basically saying that he really didn't even know that basically this remix would have possibly even been a thing though. So I'm like, oh shoot. But yeah, that kind of even goes to say, okay, there you go. I think you're back. What were you saying, Alexis?
I said that I didn't even know that they made that remaster.
Yeah,
That
oh, go ahead.
I saw people mentioning it, but I didn't feel it was like gonna be real.
Yeah, so that's the thing that stings even most. Like, if the remaster didn't exist, then maybe, but it still would have been iffy. But especially after they did that, I'm like, oh goodness. But yeah, oh shoot. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say on that though. So yeah, so some weird, upsetting stuff, but a hush shoot. Sony's gonna be Sony. All right, so moving on from that, got a little bit of some good, better news. And if you're a kind of a collector or you just kind of want to, change up your little color aspect with the Switch, because Nintendo did announce that yes, a new type of Switch Lite is going to release. It is the color blue, not purple for all y'all that are colorblind over there on Twitter, y'all, but a blue Nintendo Switch Lite is coming out and it's releasing on the same day that Metopia is coming out. Honestly, that looks pretty sick. I mean, honestly, if I did have a Switch Lite, I was, between the previous colors, I said the turquoise was gonna be my pick. But now looking at that blue, honestly, blue might be my pick now. That might be my favorite color out of all of them though. So that's just a little bit of news, but I definitely have to throw out my 2 cents on there though. But out of all those colors, Alexis, what's your favorite one that's out there right now?
Uh, with the Switch Lite,
Yeah, the Switch Lite colors.
I gotta say the Sword and Shield ones, but either way, it's
Yeah,
Sword and Shield.
yeah, because I think it's yeah, because we had the gray, the yellow, the turquoise, this blue one now, and then the sword and shield one. The sword and shield one is basically like a gray model, but the button colors I think were a little bit different, and you had little splashes of different art on it. I think.
Yep.
But yeah, but yeah, it was a pretty nice little design though. But yeah, that's basically all that we have in terms of the Switch Lite colors. I'm surprised they're not throwing these out a little bit faster. I feel like that's the quickest and easiest thing to keep doing. But maybe they're slowly just trying to go through and do all of that though. But that's basically it in terms of a little bit of Switch Lite news. That some light news right there though. I have to go ahead and throw out that little pun right there though. But yeah, so that's basically it on that. Now I know a very hot topic that has been flying around on the internet was when Sony, which yes, we got to go back to Sony. Sony want to do what Sony want to do. The money always speaks, and that's where they go. But Sony was about to pull the plug and say, you know what, we're closing the PS3 store, the PSP, as well as the PS Vita, and they were about to do it, and it was about to shut down. I think some point in June or July ish, or July and August, something like somewhere around those summer months. They were about to shut it all down. But thanks to a lot of people kind of raising their voices, saying, "Hey, you know what? We don't like this. We like game preservation. You shut these stores down. Where are these people going to get these games from?" And Sony actually said, "You know what? We actually made a hic, or we made a mistake. So you know what? They're actually going to keep open the PlayStation 3." As well as the PS Vita stores, just a little while longer. How long we really don't know. However, the PSP store is still gonna shut down. Like that one is the oldest out of all of them, and they said, you know what, it's just not feasible for them to keep that one open no more though. But yes, the PS Vita and the PS3 will live just a little longer. But oh shoot, I just don't even know how I feel about all of this though. It kind of does suck, and you would think they would find a way to make that playable at least on the PlayStation 5. But you got anything to say about this, Alexis?
Wait, what'd
You-
you say?
I said, do you have anything to say about this on the store closures for the PS3, Vita, and or three?
Nah, not really.
Yeah, because I know some people were upset about this, and then that can bring up a whole. And I know Sonic U was probably a big component of saying, you know what, kind of keep these stores open because if you close these stores down and there's nowhere else to kind of get these games from, You know where people are going to turn to? They're going to turn to emulation. People are more likely to pay for the game and get it the easiest way. But when there's not a way to, convenient ways to be able to play those games, such as like, your Nintendo GameCube games, people are going to turn to emulation just to play and experience those games because there's no, storefront out there where you're able to kind of sell them because the stores, or not even stores, the games where you want to buy them, if you're buying them off of eBay or something like that, Craigslist or whatever, though, those games are extremely expensive. I'm just thinking Path of Ratings over there. I think it's easily like $60. No, 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 no. I think it's actually more than that. I want to say it's close to $100, man. I mean, those games physically can get really expensive. And I know some of the prices for these PlayStation 3 games or Vita games, they were driving up the second that they kind of announced this stuff. And I wonder how many people went to the stores and just kind of bought a whole bunch of stuff knowing that the stores were about to close. So I mean, yeah, a lot of different crazy kind of commotions that was going on with this though. So in terms of how long they're gonna keep this open, my gut just says they're just gonna keep it open for 2 more years. Maybe they'll start kind of investing and seeing how they can kind of move this storefront to the PS5. And if they can say, hey, we're gonna close these stores down in a couple years, however, we're looking at a way to kind of be able to transition everything to the PS5 so you can still buy these games off of these stores on our latest console, people won't feel nearly as bad because there's a way to be able to do it though. But that's basically all I have to say about this though. So a lot of craziness with this though, but yeah, man, who shoot? Sony's just gonna be Sony. I have to say that one more time, man. Who shoot? Now, lastly, it's one of my very last topics I have for tonight. This is gonna be one of a little shorter little podcast series. Normally it's like almost 2 hours though, or an hour and a half though. And I'm looking down at my thing. It's only 36 minutes, so I'm not sure how I'm flying through these things that fast. Maybe it's because I'm trying to get caught up from all the stuff that I was missing out on. I probably even throw in more topics if I know I was going this fast though. But whole shoot. But the last thing we had, which is some of the sweetest news I heard in quite some time, the Great Ace Attorney 1 and the Great Ace Attorney 2 is coming west. It's being localized for the first time. Capcom has done did it. It's going to be called the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and it's coming out on the same day that the world ends. Neo, the world ends with you comes out on July the 27th, and I'm like, heck. Yes, I'm like this is like one of the last Ace Attorney games for us over here in the West to be able to get, and I hugely have been able to get into Ace Attorney ever since I watched the anime. I'm working through the Ace Attorney trilogy right now. I'm on the third game on the third case. I'm like right in the middle of that last game, and then I'll be all caught up and I'll be ready to almost dive up into these games though. But Alexis, what do you have to say about this good news, man?
All I could say is where finally Capcom's fucking doing stuff. Cause usually when it comes to Monster Hunter, that's where I get mad. They don't localize Monster Hunter, man.
Yeah, man. I
They're
feel
like,
like
oh,
oh, go ahead.
no, cause like I remember when we got Monster Hunter Generations, they got Monster Hunter Double Cross, and then they got a new Monster Hunter for Switch, was Monster Hunter Frontier G, and I'm like, bruh. And then I found out that they have like a bunch of other Monster Hunters, and then I guess Capcom just has a lot of games they don't localize, because then they also have the two Miles Edgeworth games, and I think the first one got localized, but not the second one.
Huh. I thought whenever you
I
mentioned
don't
those Miles Edgeworth games, I thought both of you said games, so I thought both were already here in the West, but we only got one?
no, I've heard we either got one, and then the second one didn't go localized, or they didn't get localized.
Huh.
One of the two, I forget.
That's interesting right there. Gosh dang. Well, that's kind of messed up. And I feel like Capcom is slowly coming back. I feel like, what is it? Ever since they released Devil May Cry 5, I think it was roughly around that time period. All the games that they've been coming out with recently, I feel like they're sort of kind of hitting on the strides a little better though. So I'm like, okay, I feel like Capcom is slowly coming back and they're starting to make some better decisions. However, the only little annoying thing that I have about this whole entire thing is whenever I went to try to go ahead and pre-order this thing, thankfully it's coming out physically for the Switch, but it's weird because Japan, they're getting the physical version for PlayStation 4 and the Switch. And they even have a big old collector's edition where it's like it has the physical version for the Ace Attorney trilogy as well as the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles all in one package. That's only exclusive to Japan. Here in the West, over here in the United States, you can only get the Great Ace Attorney physical on the Switch. PS4 is only digital, and over there in Europe, you have to get everything digital, whether it be on PlayStation 4 or the Switch. So I'm like, it is kind of weird how
Mm,
they kind of did all of that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I am happy. I'm glad they're able to get this game physically on the Switch. But then I looked at Best Buy when I was trying to pre-order this mess, and I was like, wait a minute, why the heck? It seems like no matter where you went in terms of those retailers, but it seemed like everybody said you gotta ship that game home. Like I normally will do in-store pickup for Best Buy, but I was like, I didn't see that option there. You know, Amazon only ships. And then I looked at GameStop website and it's like, oh, ship it home. I'm like, you telling me this game isn't big enough to be able to just be regularly placed into a retailer? I'm like, that kind of sucks a little bit, but I don't know, man. But I am glad nonetheless to be able to get this game though, nonetheless.
bro.
But
I
yeah,
pre-ordered mine through Amazon.
you got yours through Amazon. I might literally as soon as I'm done with this podcast, I might go ahead and pre-order it because that's like if you don't pre-order the game, you're probably not gonna get it close towards launch because like what I said earlier, I don't think they're gonna have these games normally physically within the stores. I feel like it's not as big of a series, at least for some oddball reason. Capcom's thinking, I don't know why. So it might be harder to get this game physically on launch. So I warn y'all guys now here on this podcast. So if you do have any interest in getting these games, I will highly recommend go ahead and pre-ordering it. And most likely it's probably going to be shipped to you because I don't see any option to be able to do like an in-store pickup for this though. So you have been warned though. But man, oh, and this also kind of confirms that the Giga Leak that happened from Capcom might possibly be true because in that Giga Leak, that's where we first figured out that the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, or we didn't know it as Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, but we did know it as the Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2 were gonna apparently be localized. So this kind of gives it a little more, credit, a little more belief that that Giga Leak from Capcom might possibly happen. So, or it might be all 100% true. So that means, hey, there's a good chance that 4, 5, and 6 might get a trilogy, and we might get a Ace Attorney 7 here fairly soon, which kind of makes sense because I think it's the Ace Attorney's 20th anniversary. So that's why all those games sort of kind of actually make sense when you sit down and think about it, though. But I'm like, give me as much Ace Attorney as you possibly can. Just give it to me, man. But you got anything else to say about the Greatest Attorney Chronicles, Alexis?
Not really.
All righty, man. Well, shoot. Well, what Sonic usually likes to say on this podcast, if he's usually here, man, we got this mess done, man. We got it done, man. Got it done in like 42, almost 45 minutes, man. I'm like, oh shoot, man. Man, that's probably the quickest, fastest podcast we had in quite some time, man. I don't know. Maybe we'll get back to the
Yeah.
normal the normal lengths whenever we have the whole crew up in here, because I know Sonic you loves to talk, man. Oh shoot.
Yep.
But who, man. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was quite a bit of topics to kind of go through though. But yeah, it feels good to be back. It just feels good to be back making streams and being able to make videos and stuff. For all y'all that might be listening that's interested in my anime reviews, I am actually working on the My Hero Academia one right now. I worked a little bit on it a little earlier today, though. I got almost half of it done. So you might be able to expect that video to drop out either on Monday or on Tuesday. Tuesday, probably at the latest. I'll probably go ahead and drop that first one. I will have the episode 1 and 2 bundled together in one video. And then shortly after that, I'll get working on the episode 3 review as well, though. So it kind of feels good to be able to be back on the channel and making content. I definitely miss it. Whole shoot. But that's basically all I got to say on this, though. So, where can they find you at, Alexis?
Twitter.
Twitter, man. I think I already have them down there in the description box below. If not, I'll slowly add them here to at the very end of this note. No, I already got them already in there. I already checked. Yes. So down in that description
Yeah.
box down below, I have the link for Alexis's Twitter account on there though. So make sure to go ahead and check him out, give him a follow, man. I'm not sure exactly what he tweets about though, but whatever he does or retweets, it's probably some good stuff. What were you saying?
I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. I just retweet random stuff, man.
Shoot. I mean, scrolling through my Twitter feed, man. Everybody likes just tweeting about just some random old stuff, man. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. But yeah, oh
I
shoot.
don't know.
But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it in terms of this podcast, though. So if you really like this video, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and that bell to stay up to date on all things video game topics, pop culture things that I feel like discussing, y'all. Oh, and one last little bit of extra news though. Um, you know what? I did notice on my Twitter account that yes, I'm able to actually host Twitter Spaces on there though. So I'm sort of kind of thinking, how I can sort of kind of use that depending on the type of content I kind of give out though. I'm sort of kind of almost leaning towards, hey, if I just happen to randomly see like a certain anime episode for a series that I'm not having like a full dedicated series to, like My Hero Academia here on the channel, I might just, here and there, I might just open up random spaces. I might give y'all a little bit of a heads up if y'all just want to kind of listen to some thoughts that I might have on it though. Kind of sucks how it's only on mobile right now though. And hopefully they'll get it on desktop here in the future. And then maybe if they get it on desktop, maybe, I can also manage to have the podcast live on YouTube as well as Twitter spaces as well though. So I do have that in the back of my mind. And, just kind of keep informed on my Twitter though. And you never know what I might do on Twitter now. You just never know though. But that's the last little bit of news that I had right there though. So make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already, though. But that about does it in terms of this episode 7 podcast, y'all. So remember, y'all, until whatever video I make next, see y'all.
Bru-